when you're doing the back exercises, you visualize carefully and say, now my back is getting better. The muscles are getting stronger in that region. The blood supply is increasing. The nervous system to that portion of the body is getting enhanced. You can take the example of, say, as you have a hair oil ad. You must have seen hair oil. First, they'll show you the root, the scalp, and that hair is like half dead. And then this oil comes, and from the top, it enters the root. And then suddenly the hair follicle, it strengthens, it starts shining, and it becomes strong and thick. So it's visualization. That way, you have to visualize your portion of the body that it is getting stronger. Now, this is extremely important. Otherwise, you will not get the benefit. You will get that normal benefit where there is, you get in the usual manner. But this is the secret of this exercise. And even Lord Krishna in the Gita, he says, Uddared atmanam atmanam na atmanam oksadaye. Atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. He says, you can lift yourself by your own self. Your mind can be your very good friend, or it can be your worst enemy also. So now we have to make our mind a friend. And through the instructions of the mind, repair the body. Bring it to that next level. It is all in your mind. So let's make use. You are telling the mind. Mind is doing all the repair in the body. Now, before I come to the brain exercises, I will explain now today in detail what these glands do. Now, back portion we are doing for Dhriti Shakti Vikasaka. That is for willpower. There we have the gland hypothalamus. 8 important glands which form the endocrine system of our body. Hypothalamus basically connects to the entire body through the nervous system. So it knows what is happening in each and every part of the body. It collects that information. And what it does, it gives to the pituitary gland, which is in the front. When we come to the third exercise, Medha Shakti, there you have the pituitary gland. So pituitary gland is the master gland. Now what it does, when the hypothalamus, which is at the back, gives the information in so and so part of the body, there is damage, then the pituitary gland will send the necessary hormones and the necessary nutrition, whatever is required for the muscle repair or reducing the pain, enhancement of the strength in that portion of the body. So this is a mechanism. Now let's say you're like the management of a school or a college. You have never visited. So nobody is bothered. The hypothalamus is also enjoying. Then the pituitary gland is enjoying. Various other parts of the body, they're just relaxed. Nobody is bothered. Anybody is suffering there, any portion suffering, nobody to ask. Now you as a management, when you go there on rounds and you see everything is in chaos. So now imagine you are taking yourself through the entire virtual tour of your own body, and you're instructing now the concerned people, the principal, the vice principal. What is this? So many things are wrong here. I want to get them better. So then everybody gets on track. This is what we are exactly doing. So we got to know hypothalamus connected to the entire nervous system, and pituitary gland is executing whatever deficiency is there. The center portion, what we have when you do this Smarana Shakti, behind the Agya chakra, we have the pineal gland. Now that gives you the, it produces the melatonin for your sound sleep, and also the required amount of alertness at every point of time. With this, we move forward. Then I'll tell you a beautiful story of how this mind game was used by an Olympic athlete. See, we're taking the Shastra, we're taking science, and we're taking a real life example, and we're connecting all these three. So here there is no scope for any speculation. Okay, I'll tell you as we are normalizing our breath, that portion, that point of time, I'll tell you the story. Come, now let's start. Dhriti Shakti Vikas, back portion of the brain. You're breathing through the nose, rapid breaths, as deep as you can. Smarana Shakti Vikasaka, the crown of your head. Now next, touch your chin to your chest. Medha Shakti Vikasaka, the forefront of your brain. Medha Shakti. See, initially your breath may not be that fast, or it may not be that deep. Don't worry. Just keep doing to the extent whatever you can do. It will slowly start improving. All these exercises you have to do at your own pace and comfort. Okay. Now, after this, we come to the Netra Shakti Vikas. Left, right. I would recommend this for about 7 to 10 minutes. You can split it into 5 minutes 2 times a day. Diagonal. The other side. Now look at your right shoulder and your left shoulder. I'm not doing the entire course of eye exercises, just teaching you the exercises, that's all. Now let's rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise. Standing straight with your feet together. Back straight. Spine is straight. Now, let's focus at the index finger and at a distant object, which is about 10 to 15 feet ahead of you. Focus on the details, one after the other. You can keep blinking, no issues. Okay. Now we do the Trataka. Looking straight, keeping your head as though you're looking straight. Raise your eyeballs. Adjust your index finger to the extreme extent. Now you cannot roll your eyeballs further up. So at that point, you stop and gaze at the index finger. Without blinking, stare at the index finger. Feel the pain in your eyes. Let the eyes water, but keep staring. An extremely good exercise for your eyes. Now come down. Now let's do the relaxation by blinking your eyes rapidly. Very good. Okay. Now we come to the Kapola Shakti for your cheeks and face. You're breathing in through the mouth, and when you come up, slowly exhale through your nose and hold as much as you can. The more you hold, the more you push air into your face, the more will be the impact on your face. In maximum 2 to 3 weeks time, people should ask you, what have you done to your face? You're looking much, much better. About 6 to 8 times. push harder the entire air. The more you breathe in, you're able to push harder. Breathe in as much as you can, push into your face and hold. See, initially, there may be a little escape of the air through your mouth, causing that funny sound. Don't worry about it. Like you're done like this. This kind of a sound you may get. Don't worry about it. That's very common and normal. Gradually, as you keep doing, you'll get the control of your controlling the air in your mouth. Okay, next we go to the Karna Shakti. First, let's massage the first battalion regiment of soldiers of defense, the lymphatic system, the lymphatic nodes, up and down, forward and backward. Rotate, reverse. Now with the palm on your ears, repeat the same exercise. Yes, there we are. Now we do the Karna Shakti. Plug in your ears tight, and the same way you breathe in through your mouth and exhale through your nose. Now with the help of ring fingers, you block your nose and you plug your ears, and we do the exercise. Very good. Now, after the Karna Shakti, you must always, now you must be experiencing a different level of freshness. You can do this anytime during the day, whenever you feel a little dull or bored or off mode. Okay. Now we come to the Griva Shakti. Right, left, slowly and steadily. Now in the entire process, your feet are together and your body is straight. Remember the three operating principles. Every portion of the body, if it starts paining and aching, it will make your life miserable. We don't understand till such time that portion of the body gives up. We just neglect. So now you're paying your thanks, expressing your gratitude, and visualizing it to be better, forward and backward. Just imagine if you had neck pain, how horrible it is during the day. Now feel that fine cracking sound all across your neck. That is where the muscles are getting repaired and strengthened, and the fat burning is happening. When I come in the front, try to touch your chin to the chest, roll along the chest, and go clockwise and anti-clockwise. Yes. Now we push your neck forward. Breathe in, push your neck forward, come back, standing straight with a coarse sound. Release from your throat. So that is you're now going to service the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. And also you have the Vishuddhi chakra here. Amongst the chakra, this is the third. Sahasrara, Agnya, Vishuddhi. We do this first, sideways. We have not done this. Yes. Now we come to the last portion of the neck exercises. Sideways. Now these we have 4 parathyroid glands and the thyroid glands over here. They take care of your entire metabolism of your body and your supply of the necessary nutrition to the bones. So likewise, now each and every gland has a specific function that I will explain in detail, and it has also been there in the notes which you will get. So as the pituitary gland tells each and every gland to do, now this gland takes care of the entire body with respect to certain functions. So when we strengthen this, that particular problem of the body starts getting strengthened. Okay. Now, next we come to the Skanda Tata Bahu. Thumb in, fist closed. And as much as you can, you should hold. This is a very important one. Imagine whenever we do these punts, we're creating a vacuum and we're throwing away the toxins and we're strengthening the portion of the body also. Okay. Next. Reverse. Now thumb in, fist closed. Now you can do both hands together or one at a time, whatever is your convenience. See, the speed and number of counts depends on your stamina, strength, and your current situation. So slowly you'll start improving. Don't worry. If you're not able to do fast or if you're able to do less counts, be happy and continue. A quick short breath. Hold and rotate. And then punch parallelly at your shoulder level, breathing out. This way. Now same, a quick short breath, hold and reverse. There we are. Sideways. Do a reverse namaskar. Now an excellent exercise for shaping your arms, shoulders. Now this is going to enhance the value of your outfits. Earlier we did for the neck, which is going to enhance the value of your jewelry. Now you can wear all sorts of outfits, which will look really good on you. Now, forward, backward. hit back. Now push a hip out, bend from the bottom of your spine and hit back. Breathe in while you hit back. Yes. Now next we come to your elbows on your sides. You are going to hit your, which is at your shoulder level, hands parallel to each other and to the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Rigorously as much as you can. See, you're throwing away all the toxins. We only know to accumulate toxins. We don't do toxins clearance. Okay. Now, breathe in, hold, and create resistance and try to lift your arms. Build your arm strength. Shape your arms. Thank your arms. Whatever strength they have today, visualize they're getting stronger and going to look better. Now, second variant, palm open, fingers together, about 6 times. Fingers apart, stretch them as much as you can. Very good. Now the wrist, up and down. Palm open, fingers together. If you want, you can push your wrist to get that flexibility initially and do the exercise. That play is required. Next, fingers apart. There we are. Now we do for the last Anguli Mula. And in this, remember, when you shake rigorously, connect to the tip, each and every finger one by one. Yeah. Now, there we go. Let your fingers loose. Keep your eyes closed. It improves the power of focus and concentration as well. Connect. Sideways. Now, something is stuck to the wall, you're pulling it. Sideways. As I told you, in the entire body, there are 360 joints. From here till here, you have 70, and only from here till here, you have 60. So from here till the wrist, you have 10, and from here onward, 60 joints. So imagine how dreadful it is for getting arthritis. So you're strengthening, don't worry. You'll never have pain anywhere. Even if you have, it will go away. Okay, we did this sideways. Now, let's normalize our breath. And then we move to the Vakshasthala, hardcore chest exercises. Now, as I mentioned, while you do this, it expands your lungs. So now you're going to get a larger lung capacity, which means you're going to breathe more oxygen, which means there is more purification of the blood in your system and more vitality and strength entering you. Apart from that, all the muscles in the ribs, when they strengthen, it not only strengthens of the ribs, but also of the chest, which is, sorry, of the heart. So anybody who is close to having weak muscles around the heart, now those muscles are getting strengthened. And apart from that, you will be getting rid of TB, asthma, chronic bronchitis, all these kind of diseases. Now, mentally, what we're doing, we're invoking the cosmic energy, right? So you're going to say that, let that flow. You're connecting to the higher, and you're making every cell in your body awaken and rejoice by connecting to the universal power. So let's do this. Breathe in, close your eyes, and with that gratitude and devotion, connect to the higher. Expand the horizons of your weak and small mind. Now roll back your shoulders and try to touch your calf muscles with your fingers. Yes. Now we do the breathing. Now, what is the technique here? Although breathing is an involuntary function of the body, it doesn't listen to you. It keeps doing its job all the time. Here for this 45 minutes to 1 hour, we have taken complete control of our breath. If you see, we have made it voluntary. We are telling how to breathe. And we're regulating our breath, creating vacuums. So this also enhances your strength and control over your senses and your mind. Indirectly, yes, okay. Now, 5 different positions, you know that. But what is the breathing pattern? You have to push air from the bottom of your abdomen with force outside and slowly breathe in. And again, with force, you push it up. Neck back, back straight, neck back, and 10 to 20 counts, everything through your nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep pulling your hands together. Don't raise your shoulders. Keep pulling your hands, claps to your body, your palm on your thighs. See that firmness in your body and around your neck. Your eyes gently closed. Now look straight and repeat the same process. Now bend your head as you're looking 5 feet forward, but your back is straight. Don't bend your body. Your back is straight, spine is straight. Just bend your neck. Now we do the Shitali, where you're breathing in air slowly. Now here it is not a forceful breathing as we did earlier. Here you're doing it very slowly, forming a funnel and drawing in air slowly. It goes along your tongue, sends a cool wave of breeze inside. Once again. There we are. Now we do the fourth and the fifth variant. Push your hip back and you're bending from the bottom of your spine at a 60 degree. Your hands on your sides, fingers facing the ground. Now 90 degree. When you do 90 degree, you have to lift your head. Don't keep it down. Lift your neck as much as possible. Now same way, push your hip out and bend down 90 degree. If you're feeling giddy or any dizziness, please resume your normal breathing, sit down for a while, take some rest, and then continue. Because that dizziness or giddiness is only to tell you that the brain is saying, I can't take more oxygen now. It's not used to. So it slowly increases its strength. So allow it to increase that way. Now, Sheetali once again. There we go. Now, I'll tell you the story of this Olympic athlete. Now, here this is to prove whatever you focus on, your mind focuses on and visualizes, it turns into a reality. This is what I'm going to prove. Now, Sri Vedavyasji, he said, Lord Krishna said, and then science also said, yes, this is just neuroplasty, which is about 30, 40, since last 20, 30 years, I would guess, which has started. They have come out with this, neural pathways are being formed. These neurons, as they fire, the tip ends of the neurons are known as axons. They connect. And they say, now we don't want to rethink on it again and again. We're going to give you a direct line. So that is how these neural pathways are created. Now, how we connect these two aspects, science and our ancient scriptures, to a real-time story where it has actually happened. Now, this should give you that 100% confidence in what we're doing. There was an athlete known as Roger Bannister. He was good in running. He initially won at the school tournament levels. Then he went to the divisional level, the district level, the state level, the national level in the US, and he set a record for him at the national level. Now his aim was to go for the Olympics. And there he noticed, during those days, this is, we are talking about the 1950, a 1 mile run was covered in 4 minutes and 16 seconds, 1-6. And he said, why is it that anybody is not able to come below 4 minutes? He was asking himself, and then he checked with people around, the coaches and various others. They said it is impossible to go below 4 minutes, meaning cover 1 minute, 1 mile run, less than 4 minutes. He asked why. He says, the coach says, we also did a lot of research on this. What the doctors say is that, your lung capacity and your heart capacity in terms of the lungs taking in the oxygen and the heart able to purify the blood in that short span, and then your muscular skeletal system in terms of the energy which is produced in the body is not able to cross this limit. Now what he says, really? Then he says, I must take this as a challenge. And from 1950 till 1954, which was the Olympics time year of those days, he practiced for 4 years using his power of visualization and self-talk. He started telling his lungs, now they're expanding, and I'm able to breathe in more oxygen. He started telling his heart, you are now able to produce, you are able to beat faster, and you are able to cleanse the entire bloodstream. Then he started telling his muscular system. This is all visualization, that they're getting stronger and they're getting faster. And you know what happened in the 1954 Olympics? He came first and he broke the record of that 4-minute 1 mile run. He did it in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. That's all. He said, I want to break that barrier of 4. And the story doesn't end here. No sooner this mental barrier was broken, during the same year, all across the world, 35 athletes were able to achieve this, which means somebody has done. So why can't we? And they started using the same technique. And within a year, with that confidence, when somebody has done, they don't have to reinvent the wheel. They followed the same process because it became worldwide news that with the power of visualization, this can happen, which even science, everybody said cannot be done. And more surprisingly, in the next year, there were 235 athletes in the entire world who were able to cross this barrier of 4-minute 1 mile run. So what I'm trying to say is, this is the power of the mind. You have to only exercise it in the right way. This is not only for your health and body. You can use this in any aspect of your life. That is what also Lord Shri Krishna said. Make your mind your friend. Ask him to go in this direction. Don't get upset with whatever wrong has happened. Make it work. Positive emotions, fill your life and move forward. So now how do I connect here? I'm trying to say that if I can achieve, why not you? That is the simple logic I can give here. So with that enhanced enthusiasm, which we have created in us, with all this data, we have to now work more and more effectively on our system. Try to repair. Don't just get some health and strength. Try to repair each and every portion of your body which has gone wrong or it has got weak. Okay. Now we come to the abdominal exercises. Standing straight, breathing in and pushing the air out. Now this portion of the body is the most abused portion, where we eat all sorts of things. Now we are making that portion getting stronger. Breathe in, push your abdomen out. Breathe out, take your abdomen in. Two to three times. Now we're ready. Now we breathe out completely, push all the air out, hold, and you palpitate, standing straight, first position. Second position, 60 degree. Third position, 90 degree. Now enormous vacuum has been created. It's flushing all the toxins out. Like as I told you, we use that vacuum pump, on the basin, and how you get that dirt out. Or as you use a vacuum cleaner and pull all the dirt out, this is what exactly happens here. Now sideways. Take your legs in an angle, go down. Now move your abdomen sideways. You're strengthening each and every internal organ. See the liver, they say, in fact, what the science says, what function a liver is doing in the body, to do that same amount of function, you need a 500-acre factory. That is, we just give some supplements, some medicines, and we do a standby repair, but that's not going to cure. By this exercise, you're strengthening your entire liver, kidneys, pancreas, intestine, digestive system. See how much benefit you're going to get. Now, forward and backward. Breathe out, hold, and forward rotation of your abdomen. Now, reverse rotation. Breathe out, hold, and reverse. Now we do the second bandh. We have done the Jalandhar bandh. Now the second bandh is at your navel, Uddiyana bandh. And we should also understand, here we have the adrenal glands, which is above your kidneys. Now this regulates your insulin, which is important for your diabetes. And it also has one of the greatest functions which does is, it produces cortisol, which fights stress. So whenever the body is under stress, the hypothalamus tells the pituitary glands, I am seeing a problem in the body in terms of stress. Then the pituitary glands tells the adrenal glands. Now you produce that hormone cortisol and supply to the body, where it is a fight or a flight situation, that kind of a situation. So to reduce the stress, where 70 to 90% of your diseases in the body are due to stress, which are mind related, psychosomatic. So we need to ensure these adrenal glands are in place. So this are, when we do this, the stomach exercises, this gets service to the fullest. Now we do one more important exercise, which is breathe out, hold and push your abdomen at your navel level. Here you have the Manipura chakra. Push it at the navel level and towards your spine as much as you can. Breathe out with through your nose or through your mouth, but completely empty your stomach. Breathe out completely. Hold and keep pressing your abdomen. This creates an enormous vacuum in your abdomen and it strengthens the entire internal organs. Visualize that while you're doing. Pay your gratitude. My liver is in order, kidneys are in order, and my entire digestive system. This is also known as Agnisar, where the digestive juices get activated. Okay, we have done all this now. Once again, let's do this. Once again, Breathe out, hold and push your abdomen in. Also known as Ajagara. As a python creates a vacuum and pulls the prey inside. In the same way, we have to do this. Now, I will give you a set of instructions here. In the previous, we took about 2 batches in the last 5 weeks. They were saying that, okay, now after the 6-day session, then what? We want to continue the exercises. Can you help us on that front? So what we've done is, which is a good news for all of you, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are going to come online live, where you all will be doing exercises with me. There will not be much explanation, but we will be doing the exercises together. And at the end, if anybody has got questions, I would always love to answer their questions and clarify their doubts. And next level, after this Sukshma Vyayam, if anybody wants to learn Surya Namaskars, because yesterday I think Mr. Vadiraj, he asked about what do we do for abs. So I can teach Surya Namaskars and abs post the Sukshma Vyayam for about 15-20 minutes. So 40 minutes, 45 minutes of Sukshma Vyayam and 15 to 20 minutes of Surya Namaskar on an alternate day basis, 1 hour, 1 hour, 5 minutes. And then we have a Yoga Nidra recording. So we can share it with you. So what you can do after your exercise, wherever you have left, you have done Sukshma and you have come out, take the Yoga Nidra cassette, recording, and nicely have a Shavasana Yoga Nidra. If you have done the Surya Namaskars and post that, you can also do that. Okay. Now we do the Kati Shakti. We are coming to the trunk. Hands parallel to each other. Now breathe out and turn backwards. When you go back, breathe out. When you come forward, breathe in. Keep your hands parallel to each other. Now give a nice twist on your waist. Now, we are going to prepare for an exercise next, which is going to work on our pancreas. That is where the entire, again, metabolism, the blood pressure, and all these aspects are addressed. So here we are preparing by bending. Bend sideways. Give those slight jerks and keep bending. Don't come in the front or at the back. Straight sideways. Now the other side. Very simple exercise. Now comes the real one. Interlock your fingers. This is for the pancreas. Now where you have to visualize the pancreas? In this portion at the back. It is behind your abdomen. Okay. This portion at your back means this portion. Okay. Now what you do is you interlock. Raise your arms. Keep your arms next to your ears. And bend sideways. Bend. 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 Push your arms outside. Feel the nice pull at the back of your abdomen on the pancreas. Strengthen the pancreas, increase its capacity, bring your metabolism and blood pressure under control. You can breathe out and go down, and then breathe in and come up. Then again, push, push, push. Let's do again. Yeah. Okay. Now hold with your left hand, hold the wrist of your right hand, support your back, and bend backward and forward. Slowly and gently. This is strengthening of your back and your spine. Even if you fall down, nothing will happen. After you've strengthened a few weeks of exercise, accidentally you slip down, you fall, don't worry, this will take care of everything. Okay. Now let's do the rotation. Keep your hands on your sides, or in whatever way you want, you can swing also. Now do rotation. When you come in the front, go clockwise, go backwards, clockwise, anti-clockwise. When you're going back, you breathe in. When you come forward, breathe out. Now, here we are going to do a damage resistance exercise for your back. Whoever are having slight back pain, please don't try this. Who do not have a back pain, you can do this. What you're doing is you're giving a good jerk to your back. So this is any time any damage is likely to happen, it'll ensure that you don't undergo that damage. What do? You breathe in, your palm facing the sky, inhale, inhale, and with the force you come down, breathe out through your nose. And with the palm facing the sky again, inverting your hands, you hit and come down. Now this is done with the force. I'll show you. Got it? You may lose balance, that is good, which means you're putting your maximum effort here. Now here, mentally you're going to do one more thing. As you get the art of doing this exercise, you're taking one negative emotion which is there in you, which is troubling you. It could be a grudge against somebody, anger against somebody, jealousy against somebody, you throw it out. Remember that and you say, I'm not going to be angry again on that person. I'm not going to be jealous. I'm not going to have grudge. Any negative emotion you have, you throw it out. Okay, now let's do again. There we are. Good. Now, we have done our trunk. Now I'll just teach you, we have in just 2 minutes, I'll teach you the groin, what we're going to do tomorrow. In the groin exercise, you're basically working on the Swadhisthana chakra. And in the main glands which come over here are, for the female, it is the reproductive glands, testis and ovaries. These are the two glands, female ovaries and for the men testis. You are pushing the entire genital portion inside, your rectum, genital portion, you're breathing out, holding and pushing it inside. That's very simple. You're doing in 3 variations where feet are 4 inches apart and 10 inches apart, and initially feet are together. These are the 3 variations. I'll just show you how. Breathe in through your nose, a quick short breath, hold and pull. And keep pulling. This entire portion you're pulling inside. Now this is strengthening the entire reproductive genital region. Any problems related to your monthly cycles, genital issues, it could be for even for men, premature ejaculation or erectile dysfunction. All these problems can be resolved by the simple exercise. Breathe in, hold and pull inside and slowly raise your chest so that you get that better pull over here. The entire nerves, muscles, tissues are getting strong. This is keeping feet together. Then you 4 inches and next one is 10 inches apart. We repeat the same exercise. So with this, we have done the groin, which we will do in more detail tomorrow. And we will also take the leg exercises tomorrow completely. Okay. Let me give you a thought for the day. By following two simple techniques, one can enjoy a great relationship. First one, celebrate the similarities. Second one, respect the differences. Unquote. If we follow this, every human has got a different mindset and a different personality. Trying to align that person the way we want will not work. You have to celebrate. If you have any similarity between each other, celebrate. If you have any differences, respect it. So this is, with these two simple methods, one can really build up a great relationship. Now we say the prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Satgurave Namaha. We offer our sincere and humble gratitude and thanks to Mother Nature, Lord Dhanvantari, and the Almighty for having chosen us to learn this wonderful source of health giving, Sukshma Vyayam Saral Yoga. So wish you all great health and prosperity. I thank Mrs. Nutan Bhalla and Mr. Sanjeev Bhalla for the great support and bringing us both together. Now you all, initially you had the desire, now you have become the deserved, where you are really taking it in the right spirit. So the desiring and the deserved and me together, they've connected a nice bridge. We always offer our humble thanks to them.